Hello and welcome back to Music Nuggets. Today's nugget is my first ever response to a lesson request. So Brad Sanders has asked, can I do a lesson about the CAGED system? So the CAGED system for guitar, and what it means to me really, is a way of finding tonality, finding the same stuff in lots of different places all the way up the fretboard. So I'm just going to quickly play something where I've got a G major chord going underneath on the looper here. And to demonstrate, I'm going to show you moving between major 7 tonality, so that's root, 3rd, 5th, major 7th, and then moving through a Lydian tonality, so that will be root, 3rd, sharp 4, in this case major 6th, and then the pattern starts again. So they're both just 4-note patterns, but the CAGED system gives me a way to hang everything off of it sensibly and relatively so that I can move between the two and feel comfortable knowing that I'm going to hit the right stuff. So here we go, this is how it works. So that was major 7, here comes Lydian. Yeah, so as you can see, it's two ways of being, or it's basically your means of being really purposeful all around the guitar neck and kind of just knowing where certain hit points are, getting certain tonalities. So how does it work? Some people learn it in college to a certain extent, but maybe only learn to think of it as something that is a scale system. And I think it's better used as seeing the basic shapes of scales all over the fretboard and then being able to target things. So let's do it in the key of D. It's as good a case as any. So the CAGED system actually means what the shapes are. It's what chord shapes that you know, basically. So imagine the first part of the CAGED system means a C chord or a C shapes. So imagine a C chord down the bottom like this, your standard open C, although that probably looks a bit unusual to you, and it's because I'm doing it without the first finger. I've rearranged all my fingers so that now where the nut of the guitar is, where the open notes are, I could then I could bar those open notes to create the same chord anywhere. So that was C, up a semitone with the bar would be C sharp. And then up one more would be D. So we'll do this in the key of D, that is your C shape of D. Now the next part of the CAGED system is the A shape. So imagine an A chord, again play it without your first finger involved. Some people play it like that, some people play it like that, some people play it like that. But the whole point is you want to be able to keep your first finger free so that you can bar. So that would be A sharp, B, and so on until we get up to D. And if you look at the diagram here, there's a good way of linking those, because there's your C shape of this D. That is the note that they have. In fact, they have all their notes in common, but that is how you would think about linking it. These two notes are basically the same place on the fretboard. So you want to think to yourself, if I came off of there for the D, the C shape of the D, then the A shape of the D must come off of there as well. And the same thing continues. So the next part of the cage shape, we've done Ca, we need the G now. So the G, imagine a G chord as it exists, as you know it, down this side of the neck. And you would just find a D root, or again use the shape. So there's the outside of that shape. If we find that again, that can be a reference point. So we're now going to fill in these extra notes. It's a really hard one to play in full. You probably wouldn't use it in the middle of a song like this, but it can be done. Then you have other hit points again. So the E shape, which is, think about an E down here, but play it without your first finger. This will be the one that we're most familiar with generally as guitarists, because it's what makes bar chords with 6-string roots. So if you take that E without first finger, slide it up a semitone, bar, now you have that F shape. So that is going to come off of, in our cage system, that G that we just played. That is the same root. So we're now just going to go, and that's our E shape. And then the D shape comes off of these two notes. So if you think that's these two here, when you're in that shape, you're just going to now put your first finger there, and you're going to try to fill in. It's another tricky one to play. So you got your D shape all the way up there as well. And obviously we're in D, so you can see the relationship there. It's just that you're playing it barring the 12th fret. So once you get used to being able to see those things, think about what intervals they are. I think this is the most valuable thing about the cage system. You could do things like hang your pentatonic shapes off them. So that C shape there of the D, we could play D major pentatonic from there. And then just think about how your pentatonic shapes would hang off all the way up the neck. And then going up this way to your G shape, into your E shape, and so on. So it's a good way to start referencing everything and hanging everything off the same system. But I think it's more useful with chords and such like. So if you imagine this C shape of D is just root, third, fifth, and then it's repeating root and third again. So if you want to quickly find a minor arpeggio from that, then just change the thirds to minor thirds. That's why I've put the intervals down the bottom here. So now you're thinking, okay, my thirds are here and here. So they're the ones that have to get moved down a semitone. So a really quick way to reference against other chords and find what you need. You can make all of these Lydian, like in the G example that I did at the beginning. So you just need to move all the fifths to sharp fours. So just down a semitone. Here's your fifth, there's a sharp four. That's what gives you a Lydian sound. You can play the fifth as well, or it's good for just constructing chords and finding new voicings. So root, third, fifth. How about instead I go root, third, sharp, four? So there's a weird little Lydian voicing. And you can do it all over the cage system. And so on. So what happened, Bruce? Where did the board go? What happened was I foolishly deleted the conclusion to this lesson. There wasn't any playing going on. All I did was wrap it up because we ran out of space on the camera. But yeah, I went to edit and then completely deleted it. So this is the new conclusion, and yeah, basically what I wanted to say was just use the cage system however suits you best. Try to hang as much of what you already know off of it. It helps relate chord and arpeggio shapes to scale shapes and things like that. So yeah, just use it however you think best. That's a few of the ways that I use it myself, and it works really nicely. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching.